Okay, Unit 8, Earth Science. Number 1. Which of the following has the greatest effect on the Earth's tides? The moon's gravitational pull, the sun's gravitational pull, the position of Venus and Mars, convection heat from thermal vents. Number 2. What season is it in the southern hemisphere during January? Spring, summer, fall, winter. Number 3. Which of the following would be an accurate picture of the Earth during the summertime of the northern hemisphere? Use the following diagram to answer the next 3 questions. Number 4. Between which 2 points in the diagram above would a waxing gibbous phase of the moon be visible to people on Earth? Number 5. Neap tide is to blank as spring tide is to blank. Number 6. Which of the following is most accurately portrayed in the model? The ratio of the size of the sun and the earth, the ratio of the size of the moon and the sun, the movement of the earth around the sun, the movement of the moon around the earth. Number 7. Which of the following moon phases would be present during a neap tide? Full, gibbous, quarter, or new? Number 8. In what phase is the moon during a solar eclipse? Full, gibbous, quarter, new? Number 9. A student keeps a record of the phases of the moon for 1 month. On the first night of the student's observations, the full moon is visible in the sky. After the full moon, which of these phases will the student observe next? Waxing crescent moon, waxing gibbous moon, waning crescent moon, waning gibbous moon. Number 10. Which statement best explains why areas around the equator have daytime highs that vary little during the year? The angle of the sun's energy hitting the earth stays the same. The water surrounding these areas moderates the temperature of the land. The density of the vegetation causes the temperature to remain steady. The unique soil composition causes heat to be retained for long periods of time. Number 11. Which of the following is the most likely moon phase for when the Earth is experiencing a neap tide? Number 12. The diagram below shows 4 phases of the moon as it revolves around Earth. So look at the diagram. A student builds a model based on this diagram. The student uses foam balls to represent the moon and earth and a flashlight to represent the sun. The student should shine the flashlight on the model of Earth from position 1, 2, 3, or 4. Number 13. Earth would not have seasons if it no longer tilted on its axis. Earth would not have seasons if it stopped rotating on its axis. Earth would not have seasons if it took an additional month to orbit the sun. Or Earth would not have seasons if it revolved around the sun in the opposite direction. Number 14. Which of these locations on Earth experiences the least change in the number of daylight hours throughout the year? Equator, North Pole, Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn. Number 15. Which diagram represents the alignment of the Earth, Moon, and Sun during a spring tide? Number 16. The diagram below illustrates a student's observations during a 1-month period. So day 1, then day 5, day 9, day 13, 17, day 21, day 25, day 29. Which day illustrates the third quarter phase of the lunar cycle? Record your answer and fill in the bubbles on your answer document. Be sure to use the correct place value. Number 17. A student draws the models shown below. Which of these best compares the conditions of location X and location Y? It is day at location X and night at location Y. It is winter at location X and summer at location Y. There are more hours of daylight at location X than at location Y. The moon is brighter when viewed from location X than when viewed from location Y. The moon. Number 18. The diagram below shows 4 positions of Earth's orbit around the sun. The northern hemisphere experiences the beginning of spring when Earth is in what position? The diagram below shows Earth and the moon. Use the diagram and your knowledge of science to answer the questions that follow. So the diagram reveals that low tides occur when a high tide occurs on the opposite side of the Earth, in the area between the 2 bulges, only on one side of Earth at a time, where the 2 bulges form. Number 20. Some students used records from the U.S. Naval Observatory to make the table below of the percent of the moon that was visible on each night in January 2011. Based on these data, what part of the lunar cycle occurred between January 5th and January 7th? Waxing crescent moon, waning crescent moon, full moon, new moon.